Irreconcilable differences?
Killed on your wedding night. Even for Vegas, that's a quickie marriage.
Well, it's like the priest says, till death do you part. This that new hotshot they hired to replace you?
Hotshot? Yeah. Replace me? Come on. Nick Stokes. Glad to get a chance to work with you.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
Well, if you're as good as they say, you probably already noticed our blushing bride here. Well, judging by the murder weapon and those cuts across her face and neck, my money's on crime of passion. The groom's missing. That might be a lethal case of cold feet or maybe a jealous ex-boyfriend. And if that's the case, somewhere, our groom might be a second victim. Yeah, the autopsy will tell us more. Just let Doc Robbins know when you're going to want the body brought down to the morgue. She's just Jane Doe for now. I didn't find a purse, an ID, or any luggage in the room. We could be looking at the trifecta: kidnapping, robbery, and murder. So, right now we need to find out who this girl is. Because if this is a crime of passion, then our victim knew her killer. Not specifically. Let's get back to it. Hey, do me a favor, will you? Could you finish up the interview with our witness over there? Then you can help me finish processing the scene. It's a busy night. We're short-handed. Oh, and Jim left us a copy of the 911 call. It might be worth a listen.
Yeah, Charles Steer. I'm the night manager. Sorry if I'm a little freaked out. This is a first for me. Okay. That was just after checkout time, around 11. I came by to see if he'd left so that the maid could come in here and clean up. I knocked a couple times, no answer. I opened the door and I saw her. I called you guys right away. Yeah, right. He's some Mexican dude. I never seen him before. Short guy, about 5'6" or so. He checked in by himself, but I figured he might have had some company waiting around the corner because he asked for the Cupid suite, I kind of went all through this with that Captain Brass guy earlier. But anyway, hombre paid with cash. He gave a phony name like Michael Jordan or George Lopez or something. Most guys do. No. You kidding me? The owner, she don't trust nobody who works here. Cash goes straight into the drop safe. Do not pass go, you know what I mean? She picks it up first thing in the morning. She takes it straight to the bank as soon as it opens. Nah, see, I kind of make my own rules on the night shift. I just write down the name, take the cash, or run the card. I mean, it's not like I get paid enough to pay attention, you know what I'm saying? No, man. I've never seen her before. Could you let me know if you find out? Because I kind of like to know. That is, I mean, if you're allowed to give out that sort of information at all? No, not at all. I mean, it was a pretty quiet night. Unusually quiet, you know what I mean? And if anybody was screaming or fighting or anything in here, I mean, nobody said a word to me about it. Well, I can't think of anything else to tell you, man. It's just a messed up world we're living in, that's for sure.
Good catch. The carpet does look a little bleached out in that spot. Looks like someone tried to clean up. Interesting. We'll take that back to the lab and see what trace analysis can tell us. There's some kind of glass or plastic lodged in her neck. Could be the COD, but we'll need Doc Robbins to make that call. We'll want a closer look at it after he takes it out. With any luck, our victim's DNA will be in CODIS, and we'll find out who she is. From the distribution of this blood, It looks like she was standing when she was attacked, then she fell onto the bed. This broken piece resembles the piece of glass that was used to stab the victim. Somehow, maybe in the struggle, it wound up all the way across the room here. Hey, you see how that cushion on the couch was put on backwards? Check it out. Blood could be from either our perp or our victim. All we know is somebody didn't want us to see it. When you're done processing, we'll head back to the lab. But I'll have Brass hold the scene, just in case we need to come back for anything. Be sure to finish up with our witness. He may be the only one we have. Great job. Pays to be thorough. Lots of blood in this sink. Makes sense. That much blood spatter, the killer would have been a mess. I don't see a faucet. How do you fill the... Oh, I see. Cute. Empty. If anyone used the hot tub last night, they took the time to drain it.
Whoa, okay. I don't know nothing about that. You understand? And I know it couldn't have been one of our mates, because I gotta tell them when they can come in here, you know what I'm saying? So that's gotta be, you know, the bad guy doing that. Well, I can't think of anything else to tell you, man. It's just a messed up world we're living in, that's for sure.
I'll call Doc Robbins down in the morgue and have him send someone out for the body.
Hi, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I'm Al Robbins. It's nice to meet you. No, in fact, the marriage was not consummated at all, consensually or otherwise. Well, at least not last night. Have you met Henry Andrews in Tox yet? Very nice fellow. You'll like him. Well, anyway, according to the Tox panel, your victim's blood alcohol level was .09. She was definitely inebriated. But even if she held her liquor well, I would imagine there had to be some kind of complication with the 1.9 milligrams per liter of benzoyl methylecgonine in her system. Still, that could be considered by some to be a fairly recreational level of cocaine ingestion. I'd say your victim's been dead about 8 to 9 hours, which I suppose would put the murder at around 3 in the morning. A broken heart. Seriously, I removed a shard of broken glass from what looks like it could be a heart-shaped plate or ashtray. It severed the victim's carotid artery, which led to the cause of death being technically exsanguination. But where's the poetry in that? The shard is right over... Oh, here you go. Yes, I have them right here for you. Well, I haven't completed my examination, so I might find out something else. Please feel free to poke around some more now, or you can come back anytime. Good catch. Your victim wore a removable partial denture. It's pretty nice bridge work, actually. If you ask me, this girl's too young to be losing her teeth. My experience tells me she's probably been the victim of domestic violence.
I see you two are making a great team already. Crime scene process that fast, huh?
Our new transfer here moves pretty quick. I just stand back and watch the magic happen.
Well, don't stand around too much. You still need to identify that Jane Doe before you can make much headway.
We're on it. We're gonna want to match up all the pieces of glass we can find. Nice work. Those ID markers are often better than driver's licenses. Now all we have to do is look it up in the medical database. Sodium bicarbonate, citrate, silicate, anionic and non-ionic surfactants. Fragrance. They equal your common, everyday carpet cleaner. Unfortunately, there's no way to determine when it was used, so it won't help us narrow down the timeline.
Yeah, my name is Charles Steer, and I'm calling to report a murder. I'm the night manager at Aurelia's Fantasy Suites over on West Alexander Street. Please hurry.
Sir, is the victim a hotel guest?
I don't know exactly. She's in there in the Cupid Suite. Jeez, there's just a lot of blood. Look, I really need the cops to get here as soon as possible. I'll wait for them in the parking lot, okay? This is really freaking me out.
Sir, if you could please stay on the line with me a while.
Jackpot. Says here our corpse bride's real name is Lynn Bowder, and she isn't a newlywed at all. She's been married for over a year to a first lieutenant in the Marine Corps. But get this, under spouse's employee contact information, Lynn lists a military FPO address, a fleet post office box. It's good for another 2 months, which means her husband's still deployed overseas. Which begs the question, if Lynn's husband is out of the country, then who's she honeymooning with?